It's just regular unbreaking 1. Go figure. Bane of Arthropods or Efficiency. Unbreaking 2 or Unbreaking 1. I'll go for Unbreaking 2. Unbreaking 2, Fortune 1, Efficiency 2. That was a great deal. Smite 2, definitely. What about for the gold sword? Bane of Arthropods 3. Ooh, looting 3. That's actually pretty good. Because that means I'd have a looting 3 sword. Which is useful for when I make a trident killer. Ooh, Silk Touch Stone Pickaxe. Now that is a concept. I have a grindstone down here. And there's also... yeah, just because I have really good enchantments on them doesn't mean I want to use them yet. I want to make sure they all have mending. That's the important thing for me right now. Yeah. Oh, I want to put the lapis away. Oh, I also wanted to check and see how many levels to merge this sword with this book, and what all I'd be getting out of it. I'd get looting 3, sharpness 3. That's about it. Yeah, like, I really wish I could add this to my trident. It is mostly made for trident. It's just apparently loyalty and channeling aren't registering or something. I don't know. I think I'll go ahead and eat through the rest of the levels here, enchanting books. Let me see what we get. Punch and Riptide. Luck of the Sea 1. That's going on my fishing rod. Efficiency 2. Unbreaking 1. Sharpness 1. Feather Falling 2. That's going on the diamond boots. Sharpness 1. Bane of Arthropods 1. That one's probably going to get grindstone. Aqua Affinity 1. Okay. Let's see. Where's that Bane of Arthropods? Was there any others? Look at the Sea. Feather Falling 2. Do I have Riptide on this enchantment? I do. Therefore, I don't really want another Riptide. And I also already have Punch. Punch doesn't stack beyond 1. Therefore, it's kind of useless to go beyond that. Let's see. Books to combine. That one's fine. That one's fine. Do we have any other efficiencies? We have a sharpness we can combine. There we go. Now we've got sharpness 2. Unbreaking 1. Let's see. What kind of stuff would I get with this? Just looting 3, sharpness 3. Yeah, that's about what I figured. What? No, not that. Whatever. Mostly I'm just checking what the options are. For example, if I were to apply it to this, nothing. What about if I were to apply it to this? Nothing. This, Unbreaking 2, Punch 1, Power 4. So the power enchantment would level up, but yeah, it wouldn't really benefit. Yeah. It's kind of a mostly useless book. Like, it's a very strong book, don't get me wrong. It's just mostly useless. Aqua Fang goes on the helmets. Thorns and Protection. I can go on the boots. Actually, that can go over there. Look at the Sea, that's a fishing rod. Efficiency, that's a tool. Let's go with pickaxe for that one. Feather Falling, boots. I've got Feather Falling 4, but if I manage to get enough Feather Falling, I can actually upgrade that to Feather Falling 5, hopefully. Let's see. Crafting of oakwood planks. Then craft the oakwood planks into oakwood slabs. Then craft those into barrels. I can then craft I can craft. Oh, I guess I need the twigs from upstairs. Go figure. Okay, well, let's start placing in these barrels since we have 10 of them. That gets us our first row to reserve for dirt. Okay. Now I get to run all the way over here. And then I get to swim all the way back to the surface. Because I really need to invest in soul sand. So I can create proper item elevators, proper person elevators, just proper elevators in general, really. I need elevators. That's simple. Go ahead and sleep. And then I go over here. Whereupon I go retrieve all these twigs, all these sticks. Now I go back down here because this is where all the barrels are going. And then I craft even more. Okay, that got me 16 barrels. Still need more twigs. More sticks, more sticks, more sticks. It's always what it wants. More sticks. Yep, still need more sticks. Therefore, let's go ahead and boop. Boop, 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 boop. Now I craft planks. Then sticks. And then slabs. Just craft a stack of slabs. And then barrels. So many sticks. So many barrels. More planks. More sticks. It's just this endless pattern at this point where it's just like more, and more. You know? Okay. Just make sure I've got them all organized properly here. Okie dokie. And away we go. We're going to want one for all the way at the end here, similar to over there. And then we're going to want to start just filling in all of these barrels because, oh my lord, do we have a lot of barrels. And we probably still need more. Now, because we were so intensive on how much crafting we did save a lot of materials. However, no, it looks like we actually managed to craft enough barrels to finish up this little section here. Let's see how many we got left over. 3 barrels to spare. So we didn't even need to craft those last 3 barrels. However, oh, I see you guys up there. Don't think you can escape just because I gotta climb up to the roof to get you. No, that ain't gonna save you, boy. Come here. 4 hits? You kidding me? Stone Sword does that in frickin' 3. Okay, now there's a lot of slimes. Hey, I even leveled up to level 10. Look at that. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Make sure there aren't any just random slime ball components in there. Go ahead and craft 1 slime block. Oops. Put that there. And yeah. Another thing I need, storage chests. I need so many storage chests. I need a ridiculous quantity of storage chests. Because if I'm going to wait for a really extended period of time to actually move the kelp farm, which I probably will. then I'm going to want to go ahead and properly hook up the kelp farm, especially with the new mechanics for mining iron, which have me mining iron nuggets and then smelting the nuggets, which means now I'm going to be getting more than 1 iron per iron that I mine. Therefore, I want to go ahead and have a proper quantity of storage for my kelp. Because if I can manage to have proper kelp storage, then I will be able to make use of the full capacity of the kelp farm. I won't have to redirect everything to, half the farm. I can actually, don't break the glass, derp. Okay. I won't have to redirect everything to 1 or 2 sections. Instead, I will be able to make use of the kelp farm proper. Okay, now I need to make another stack of planks, make another 8 chests out of this stack of planks. And that actually was really fast, which is something that I was looking forward to in this update. Okay. That was half of the reason that I didn't want to build the kelp farm out fully, was just because it would require so much crafting. Same for all of those storage barrels back there. It requires so much crafting. It really does. And let's see. So if it drops 1, it zigzags that way. And then, oops, that way. And then it can zigzag back over this way. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. I just gotta do that, looks like 1 more time. Craft a stack of planks. Oh my, takes so long. Craft a stack of chests. Oh my, takes so long. Well, not even a full stack of chests. You get the idea though. It takes a while, yeah, but it seems to be doing all right. Now I need to actually go ahead with crafting up a stack of storage chests, though, because I just need a lot of storage. Okay. Yep, that's a lot of storage, all right. More planks. More planks. And more planks. So many planks. Now to craft more storage. craft one more stack of planks, just because I always keep a stack of planks on me. Now I craft that to there, or sorry, stack all that to there. Okay, now the reason why I wanted an entire stack of storage chests, despite the fact that barrels are technically better, they're technically cheaper, whole 9 yards, is specifically because I need the redstone components for hoppers. One of those components is storage chests. Therefore, I now have enough storage chests to actually build hoppers. You know, just lots and lots of hoppers. A full stack, in fact. And since each hopper requires one storage chest, that means I now have enough storage chests to actually make use of those hoppers. As far as how useful it is, well, this storage system alone is going to be more than enough to actually fill up the entirety of pretty much everything I'm going to want to do with a storage chest. Let's see, if I hook up that, then yeah. Let me go ahead and sleep. I only have 2 hoppers on hand, so it's kind of difficult for me to have anything useful that I can do with it. Even if I harvest the hoppers at the bottom in order to convert the smoker section into just a regular storage chest, I would still need to replace this with a storage chest hopper there, which means I'd only get 1 hopper back. That brings me up to 3, and then I'd need this with a storage chest hopper here, and that brings me to a storage chest here. Yeah, it would be 2 double chests. It would be the left side of the farm and the right side of the farm, basically. Which, it's not really enough to do anything with for 3 hoppers, especially for a farm of this size. I would need something much, much smaller if I want to work with the number of hoppers that I currently have. Oh, wow. Yeah, this gold sword is useless. Gold swords are really only useful for things like a trident killer, which is where you have a trident being pushed around by pistons in order to kill the mobs that land in that kill chamber. You have to utilize a constantly rotating a constantly rotating kill chamber, or a constantly rotating trident that's moved around by pistons, which means you need 4 pistons, you need some observers for your pistons. It's just a lot of work. I could make use of the skeleton farm to earn a bunch of experience, but that's still not going to help too much. I could make use of the spider farm. That would get me string, and then I can start a villager farm, or an iron golem farm, I mean. That's probably my next order of business, thinking it over. Once I finish clearing out this mountain right here. Oops. Probably be nice if I mapped out the place. There is an achievement for mapping out, like, something along the lines of this. Yeah. Boom. Anyways, I shall... Actually, what did I even go down here for? I have no idea. I shall move this dirt into some proper location. You know, over there with the other dirt. Okay. Now, to start filling up my dirt. Dirt, 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 dirt. Oh, oops. That was to the tune that they always play at baseball games. I don't know what that tune is called, but that was the tune that I was humming it to. I'm sure plenty of people know what that tune would be called, but me, I don't really do the whole sports thing. Like, yeah, I'm 6.5 feet tall. Yeah, I'm probably really easily able to nail a free throw because I'm so tall. But at the same time, I'm terrible at running. I don't have the lungs for it. Therefore, I don't really play much sports. I have great sprinting. My lungs have it so that I'm great at sprinting, but my lungs are not very well suited for endurance. I could probably raise up my lung endurance with enough effort. It would be very difficult. But for just short bursts, I have great lungs. Very, very good lungs. Enthusiastic, or no, not enthusiastic. There's a word for it. I know there's a great word for lungs being good for running. I just don't know the word. Oops. Accidentally broke a dirt. There we go. Yeah. My D&D campaign has been has finally had some interest shown in it by my players. Now that they have almost died repeatedly from 2 young black dragons attacking the tavern. The problem that we have is that my players tend to have this situation where the players will get excited for a little while, and then their excitement just kind of seems to sputter out. They seem to not really remain all that excited for too extended of a time. Like, yeah, they'll be excited, but for how long? You know, that's what I'm wondering. And since it's just two of them currently, because none of the others seem to want to show up, there's not really much I can do about it. You know, it's difficult to find players for my kind of campaign. Like, yeah, it's a great campaign, but my campaign tends to be more of a mature type of content, which makes it difficult to find players because, you know, it imposes that whole age limit just for the sake of having people who are mature enough at the table to understand that, you know, yeah, this is a part of the game because it's a very open-ended game. There are gods dedicated to that sort of thing, both in real life and in game. You know, a lot of D&D was based on, you know, real life. A lot of D&D was based on fact, not fiction. If that surprises you, surprise. You know, for example, if you ever look into flail snails, you'll find out that flail snails in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons is the exclusive source of glass. And I know that might sound a bit extreme. It might sound a bit absurd. However, you have to understand that in real life, we only have one source of glass: sand. And here's a big surprise for you. Sand is mostly made out of fish poop. Therefore, fish poop is the primary source of actual glass. Meaning it's not really that absurd that there'd only be one source for glass. And more importantly, they made it a source that is far more renewable in D&D, because in D&D that source is this very well guarded, extremely difficult to kill creature called a flail snail. Flail snails are so difficult to kill because if they retract into their shell, you have to basically get at them from below in order to kill them. And then if you manage to injure them to that degree, they will start wailing. And a wailing flail snail tends to attract unwanted attention because you're in the Underdark, which means any kind of attention is pretty much unwanted attention. Therefore, you kind of got to be careful when you're trying to hunt flail snails, because otherwise they'll get you killed. They will get you killed. That's simple. They'll just get you killed. Okay? They have a very high chance of attracting Umber Hulks amongst various other large, dangerous predators in the Underdark. Umber Hulks are just one of those large, dangerous predators. Another example of an unwanted predator that you might attract if you hunt a flail snail in the Underdark, a black pudding. could show up. Black puddings are notorious, very notorious monsters, because black puddings can dissolve anything. And I mean anything that you're wearing. Matter of fact, they can dissolve you as well. Which just makes them that much more effective at what they do. They dissolve things. Anything. Those things live in the Underdark. Just naturally. That's kind of their habitat. It's just where they live. You might also encounter a thing known as an Ooblex. Ooblex is a very, very nice monster. Not nice in the sense of actually being, nice. It's nice in the sense that it was a Make-A-Wish Foundation monster. However, Wizards of the Coast got the monster incorrect. And before the kid was able to correct them on this error, the kid went in for a surgery and then died. Therefore, the monster manual has an incorrect challenge rating for the Ooblex. The Ooblex is supposed to be a very dangerous, high-end monster. It's supposed to be the type of thing that you send level 20 adventurers after and sometimes don't hear back from them. Because if you do hear back from them, it's not the adventurer you're hearing back from, but the Ooblex instead. Because the Ooblex would have absorbed all of their memories. And then decided that it wanted to go and meet all of their friends and absorb all of their memories. And then multiply based on how many memories that it's devoured. That is an Ooblex. It is terrifying. There are not enough monsters like that in D&D, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that is because there aren't. There really aren't. I mean, name the last monster that you just, in the comments, name the last monster that you just were absolutely terrified to even fathom trying to face, at level 20. If you're level 20, you're like God tier. What scares gods, Nothing scares gods. Are you kidding me? They're gods. Ha 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 ha. He says chivalrously with a facade of invincibility. Keyword being facade, meaning a falsehood. It's not really invincibility. You're not actually unkillable, but you're kind of unkillable to the point where, you're not really afraid of anything because you and your teammate can, just 2, 3, maybe 4 people can just work together and become this elite murder squad that just evaporates any opponent put before them. But you put an Ooblex in front of them, and all of a sudden, they're terrified little kittens. Your murderous death squad just became terrified little kittens. Now what? What do you do against an Ooblex? It steals your memories, renders you unconscious, and if your friends don't realize that you're not you, even though you have all of your memories and all of your accent and everything, it's a perfect replica of you, but you're not you. If your friends don't realize that, then they can't save you from it. And that's terrifying. That's truly terrifying. Because that could mean that you'd encounter an entire other party in D&D And you could go through an entire town, and yet that entire town is the same entity. And the only way you would be able to tell that it's the same entity is that the Ublex has a shared memory. All of the memories go through the main primary host body. Meaning, if you do something with one character and another character just mysteriously knows what you did, then that tells you something is definitely not right with that scene. Because all of a sudden, you have people knowing things they shouldn't know. And it's like, well, how did you know that? Oh, so-and-so told me. He hasn't been out this way. Yeah, he told me before he went out over there. Uh-huh. Here's the thing. I watched him go over there. There hasn't been enough time for him to tell you. I know he never told you that. It's like, well, you got me. Now I gotta kill you. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, I was trying to let you live, but you got all suspicious and investigative and remembering what I did and stuff, and, well, now I gotta kill you. Oh well, more memories. Thanks for the memories. Suddenly that song becomes so much more terrifying, by the way. Thanks for the memories? Yeah, terrifying song when you put it in that context. But yeah, the kids specifically said, you know, I want a monster in the monster manual to my specifications for my Make-A-Wish Foundation wish. Except it wasn't to his specifications. And that's the problem, you know? What? Baby drowned. Ugh, great. Good thing I have respiration on this helmet. Okay, that was a lot of experience all at once, because it just, like, they both just exploded in my face there. Let's eat some cooked mutton. Oh, I guess we aren't hungry. I thought we were hungry, but I guess I was seeing the health and getting mistaken. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna go. This is a recipe for disaster right here. Yeah, that gold sword is worthless. Like, it's a ceremonial sword at best. And even that's being optimistic. Okay, you, what do you have to offer? Some sea pickles. Nothing else worthwhile. Okay, let's go ahead and get you out of the way so that you can respawn faster. Make sure we grab the lead. Yes, we did. Okay. Where is... There. Oh no, there. Yeah. Leaping up the cliff, leaping up the cliff. I think iron might be set to spawn anywhere below sea level, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I have not looked it up yet. I'm just kind of estimating. But But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna have me getting any iron anytime soon because I am nowhere near sea level. Okay, I'm gonna want this layer as well. Do, 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 do. This will get me some granite, though, from the looks of it, because granite does spawn this low. Which is great, because I need granite for the mine. Oops. Well, this is a slightly annoying development. Oh yeah, and there's this. Apparently I've been down there somewhere. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is actually very close to my mine shaft. If not, then this is just very, very distant from... Yeah, this appears to be very distant from my mine shaft, alright. Yeah, I know where this is. This is near the aqueduct. I have been down here way long ago. This would be a good time for me to actually install the spawn location texture pack, as well as a good opportunity for me to mention to like, comment, subscribe, helps me, helps the channel, tells YouTube that this is the type of stuff that you really enjoy seeing. Ooh, hello iron. How much did I get? 1 raw iron. Can I sometimes get more than 1? Maybe. It's not looking like it. Not yet. I'd probably need a fortune pickaxe for it. But it does definitely make things more interesting. Because, A, I'm not carrying around the blocks of iron. Oh, this is the path right here that leads up to my base. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, that moon texture does need to get some adjustment, though. I don't know if anyone ever actually noticed that the moon texture is missing quite literally just a clean slice right there. Just, you know. Like, I understand that they're doing a whole moon phase thing, but it looks like someone took the moon and then they just sliced off the top and sliced off the right side. So the moon looks like it's just missing multiple sections, not just one section, but the top and the right, both. Let's see, the leads go over here. as does the rotten flesh. And then I need to go over here. Yeah, okay, so that's a decent way for me to get back to base. It's not too terrible. Yeah. Let's see. My D&D games are usually rather long-winded, as you may have noticed by the fact that, other than the fact that I keep getting distracted, they're scheduled for extremely long periods of time. A lot of people don't really think they have that much time. But today I was expecting to just do a little 2-hour session. 6 hours later, we realized it was like 7 o'clock my time. We started at 1 o'clock my time, and it's like, wow, we really just went to town on that D&D session, didn't we? It's like, yeah, we did. But we ended up getting all caught up on the young black dragons. We ended up actually having a pretty good time. Our monk seems to be struggling to really get in the swing of things. Like, he seems to be just having an off day today, but on top of that, he seems to just be having difficulty with figuring out what it is that he wants his character to do. Like, yeah, his character's a monk, way of the four elements. He wants his character to do monk things, and he wants his character to, do the way of the four elements things. But at the same time, he's not really being very engaged, from what I can tell. He's not, he's not doing the voices. He's not being all that jovial. He's very much, it's kind of, it's all right. It's like, well, what is it you want your character to do, man? Like, it's a sandbox type world. It's not really plot driven. Like, one of my players mentioned, it feels like you're railroading us. It's like, no, my character has to do all of this. If you want your character to not do all of this, then you don't have to. My character has to do all of this because my character is the one with the carriage. My character is the one who, teamed up with the guy. My character is the one who brought that guy all the way out there into the swamp with no real way of getting back unless he wants to, walk back. But that would mean he'd have to camp out in the wilderness. And that's going to be extremely dangerous. And at the time, at this current moment, I have it where every time they advance 1 square on the island, they have a random encounter. And I asked the players, one of them responded, should I turn that down? Should I not have it be that obscene number of encounters? Like, they're not all going to be dangerous encounters. There's been quite a few times where the players just straight up encountered some young gold dragons. If they encounter them like 2 or 3 more times, there's a good chance that they'll probably start getting some loot out of it just for constantly saying hi to the young gold dragons in the area. It's like, oh, it's you again. It's like, again? What? It's like, oh, right. They kind of have a tendency to get themselves polymorphed into some other form, which, gold dragons do that. They'll go about getting themselves into situations where they appear to be some form of helpless creature, and then they'll just see if maybe someone wants to help them out. And if they do, they'll reward that person. But if, they don't help out the young gold dragon, that's fine. If they try and hurt the young gold dragon, however, the young gold dragon is very capable of defending itself. It doesn't like defending itself. However, it is very capable of defending itself. It's very able.